Hey guys, Ed here, bringing you a video. You can tell by the title. I'm currently on vacation, but I did manage to pre-record some videos for you guys. That said, let's get into it. Last time on My Hero Ball Z, Izuku turned into a golden great ape, beating Frigid into a messy pulp. But, as he was doing so, he lost track of what he was doing, and he started to destroy nearby buildings as Frigid was nowhere to be seen, licking his wounds. Mount Lady tried to intervene, but failing miserably, and Nejire decided to help Izuku gain control. Can Nejire help Izuku gain his sense back? Or will the Earth be destroyed? Well, let's find out. Bulma would say, "Nejire, are you sure you want to do this?" Nejire would say, "Yes, he's my Zuzu. He did so much for me, so this is the least I can do for him." Before Bulma could say anything, Nejire went to help Izuku, while Vegeta looked at Nejire and smirked. Vegeta being smug, he would say, "And you are supposed to be a Saiyan, and a god of destruction to boot. Yet here you are cowering in fear. How pathetic. You're nothing more than a waste of space, and a write-off of the species. If everyone on your planet was as weak as you, they deserve to die, and be wiped out from existence." You would say, "What is that supposed to mean? They weren't weak. They were wiped out by that monster." How would you know? You clearly have no idea what it means to be the last of your kind. Vegeta would say, "Oh yeah? Let me tell you. Kakarot, Nappa, and I are the only pure-blooded Saiyans in our universe. To make things more relatable, me and Nappa were enslaved by someone far weaker than this Frigid of yours. We had to bide our time until we heard that there were magical wish-granting balls. I thought we'd use those to become immortal, and then go for that tyrant, and make him pay for humiliating me for decades. But you have immortality. You can erase him whenever you want. Why? Why don't you fight back? Why don't you avenge your people? And why do you hide in fear?" Nejire just stood there, wondering those questions. Vegeta continued as he would say, "The answer is simple. You are weak, pathetic, and not fit to be a destroyer. And I want you to look out there. Watch how a human-turned Saiyan shows the true power of a Saiyan." Nejire angrily should say, "Just who do you think you are?" Vegeta would say, "I am Vegeta, the prince of all Saiyans. Royalty by birth that acquired the power to match that of a god, if not flat out surpass it." Nejire would say, "Then prove it." Vegeta would say, "I don't need to. Ask your angel. She can confirm it." Nejire would say, "Then why? If you're that strong, why don't you do anything about it?" Vegeta would say, "If you're asking this, it was probably because you weren't paying attention. We weren't native to this universe. We cannot intervene directly. And besides, I don't think that he will pose a threat to any of us." As that was going on, we cut over to Nejire trying to help Izuku gain control again. Nejire would say, "Zuzu, it's me, Nejire. Do you recognize me?" Izuku swatted Nejire away like a fly, as he continued to stomp around. Nejire continued, she'll say, "Zuzu, why did you do that for? I'm trying to help you." Izuku swatted her away once more, as he started to throw cars at her. Nejire would say, Zuzu, that's enough. You're going to set a bad example to our son and be an awful father. Izuku looked angry as he heard her words. Memories of the past flooded his mind, and he was about to punch Nejire, only for the punch to change trajectory and hitting himself in the face. Nejire, concerned, she would say, Are you okay, Zuzu? Izuku nodded, showing Nejire that he understood her. Nejire would say, Great, that Frieza-looking thing is over there. Get things over with so we can take care of our son, okay? Nejire gave him the brightest smile, but Frigid took this opportunity to kill her off with a death beam through the chest. Frigid, appearing from his hiding spot, he would say, Look what we got here. The monkey had a lover. If that's so, I must get rid of your offspring as well, and finally exterminating your kind once and for all. And you are the lucky one. You get to see me at full power. But Izuku didn't pay attention to Frigid because he had to worry about Nejire. She passed out in his hands as he gently put her down, as a single tear fell from his furry cheek. He locked onto Frigid as he started to charge at him. In the midst of the confusion, Goku got Nejire and teleported back to the others so that she can recover. Izuku was so enraged that he was trying to surpass the limit of a Super Saiyan. As a primal roar could be heard, everything around Izuku was flying all over the place, and Izuku's body started to shrink, confusing everyone. And by the time everything settled down, Izuku's appearance has changed drastically, reverting that into a humanoid form mixed with a great ape form. Frigid would say, This is not possible! What are you? Izuku, very angry, would say, The one that will make you pay for everything. I should start with you and end with your empire and destroying your entire legacy and make you just a memory from the distant past. And I'll make sure that King Yama won't have a soul to work with once I'm done with you. Before Frigid could ask about King Yama, he felt that his head could pop off from the sheer force of a single punch, which sent him flying. And to retaliate, his body became gold, and he sucker punched Izuku, sending him back. Frigid, furious, he would say, How dare you! I guess you are the first person to make me use my trump card. You should be honored. You are the only being to face me at my strongest. Izuku, wiping the blood dripping from his nose, he would say, You talk big, but that transformation of yours is nothing more than a light show. Nothing has changed. Frigid would say, What are you talking about? This transformation is my strongest yet. How dare you mock me in such a manner? Izuku, smirking, he would say, And how would you want me to mock you? I do take requests. Frigid charged at him. You insolent little monkey! Frigid tried to attack Izuku, but Izuku evaded, and it continued until Izuku had the sun behind him. Izuku smirked, he would say, I wonder how good you'll be if I turn off the lights. Frigid would say, How in the world would you turn off the lights? Outside in daylight. Are you by chance going to destroy the sun? Even I know it would render your planet uninhabitable. So stop with the nonsense and die already. Izuku stood there as he flew higher, and when he knew he got Frigid's attention, he used a solar flare, blinding him in the process. And while Frigid was in a vulnerable state, Izuku made his biggest Kamehameha wave, finishing off Frigid and saving Earth. Izuku, to nobody in particular, would say, That sure was exhausting. Nejire, zooming towards Izuku and hugging him, he would say, Zuzu, you did it! Look at you, what kind of transformation is that? Izuku would say, I have no idea. but it got the job done. Nejire would say, is it just me or are you taller? You look kinda older too. Kirishima would say, hey Izuku bro, that was so manly. How did you pull that off? Izuku would say, I see it took you a while to beat that guy up. Kirishima would say, yeah, he was tough, but don't change the subject. Izuku would say, I don't know what you're talking about. Goku teleporting behind him, he would say, that's amazing, Zuku! If you teach me how to do that transformation, I'll teach you a few techniques and show you some of my transformations. And then a spar. What do you say? Vegeta would say, Kakarot! How dare you leave me behind? And aren't I the one who's supposed to fight him first? I mean, it was me who decided to change him from a boring old human to a Saiyan, and provide him with an artificial moon. So how about it? Izuku would say, no guys, I'm exhausted. I want to lay down and sleep. When arriving with Nejire would say, I must say, you certainly have outdone yourself. Not anyone can turn things around like you have. Izuku would say, I don't deserve that much praise. If anything, I had help from my friends. Win would say, true, but I believe Lady Nejire would like to say something. As everyone looked at Nejire, for the first time, she felt embarrassed. Nejire embarrassed, she would say, thank you. You don't know how much it means to me. Vegeta destroyed my home, my family, and my entire race. And even though I'm a god of destruction, I couldn't lift a finger. And I was controlled by my own fears. Izuku would say, it's okay. Because as a hero, I have fears as well. But all I do is acknowledge my fears and put them aside, while I'll deal with the problem at hand. Nezu appearing out of nowhere, he would say, that's what a good hero is supposed to do. Izuku shocked, he would say, Principal Nezu? Nezu would say, splendid work, Mr. Midoriya. There is one tiny problem to address here. Izuku would say, which is? Nezu continuing, he'll say, Japan is nearly destroyed. A lot of property damage, but luckily there are only a handful of injured, which is also thanks to your friends. Izuku would say, got it. I'll make sure to find a way to fix the damages. When tapping her staff on the ground, she would say, no need to worry, I got this. Consider this a token of gratitude for helping Lady Nejire with her past. Colonel would say, guys, let's go and celebrate with grabbing a bite to eat. All that could be heard at that moment were the Saiyans' growling stomachs, one louder than the other. And then the Dragon Team burst into laughing. As time flew by, the time for the Dragon Team was cutting short, and they had to return to their own universe. And with a heartfelt goodbye and a tap of the staff, the Dragon Team returned home, as Izuku smiled towards a brighter tomorrow. The end. Well, folks, I finally did it. The Dragon Ball series is officially over. It took 2.5 years to finish this series. Or to be more precise, it started in January 10th, 2021. My friend Blaze helped me with this series, especially these last parts. And to put in his words, I gave this series a last hurrah. But it technically outlived itself. Now, my Dragon Ball series, rest in peace. And a new series will be coming to the channel, either once I return from my vacation, or in the new year. Most likely in the new year, as I try to finish more series. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for more. Turn on the bell notification to be updated so you never miss a video.
That said, peace out.